point of view, the nether mindset of like, okay, make sure. Oh! Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Reese, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure Series, where today I am finally going to show you my secret discovery that I made. I've been teasing it for a hot minute now, last couple of days. It's come up a couple of times, and I'm so excited to finally unveil it to you. Some of you may have already guessed what it is, and if so, keep it to yourself, or guess now, actually. Timestamp, comment down below, let me know what you think it is that I found. But the discovery is going to take us all the way to the bottom of the world. And if you're wondering, well, why'd you have to go down here in the first place? We needed a lot of deep slate in order to decorate the room where the zombie spawner is. So when I got down here and was trying to figure out what direction I wanted to go in to get more deep slate, the decision was obvious. I wanted to go this way, because I wanted to connect it up to this chamber, so that we have a shortcut. Rather than having to go in here and up and over all of this, if we ever want to go to this specific chamber, we can now just and be right there. Seemed to make the most sense in the world to me, so that is what I did. That was a bat. That was kind of scary. Now, along the way, we do eventually get to a point where we intersect with another, right up here, a little bit of this cave here. I ended up, after going through it, just sort of building a bridge and calling it a day. There's diamonds in here. There's more up there. You can see them with the shaders on, which is how I mostly play the game. But then, there's this hallway. This is the special hallway. Now, this is all the result of me aiming things up a little bit wrong. You see this tunnel here? I kind of thought we could dig this tunnel for a ways, and then have it come up, go up some stairs, and connect up to this tunnel. And as you might notice, I'm very clearly off. I don't know, I was listening to podcasts, I wasn't paying attention. But this actually worked out so well for us, because look at this little, you see this, let me show, okay, so I'm going down here, right? I've got my pickaxe out. I've got torches in one hand, although I'm going to put a shield in one hand. You'll see why here in a minute. And I'm digging, and I get here, and I see this. Now, obviously, I placed these two stones and those torches, because what I found in here, like initially I went this way, and I went all the way, I'm recreating the moment for you. I went all the way down here, and I said, wow, nothing. How interesting. And then as I started to make my way back this way, I started to hear some peculiar sounds. And I thought, what is that? And I had shaders on as well. And with the shaders on, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to show you what I saw with the shaders on. This is how I play in between episodes anyway, right? So with the shaders on, what you see up here was it was a dead giveaway. What I saw that. And I went, no shot. Except I already had a clue for what exactly we were dealing with, because before I even got up here and laid eyes on it, I started getting shot at by there was 4 skeletons up here. It was crazy. I got so excited, I immediately left, I blocked up the entrance, and I said, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna wait. I haven't even gone that direction. I don't know what else is in this cave. I haven't checked the contents of that chest. I abandoned the cave, and I said, I'm gonna come back on the next recording session. Now, obviously, we've had a couple since then. And in fact, we're just going to leave our back uncovered because I'm not too pressed on the subject. We've got really good armor. We've done a whole lot since then. Look, this guy's got... What, did you get that from those guys back there who spawned from the spawner? How extensive is this cave? We probably should have disabled the spawner before coming back here. But we didn't, and now we live with the consequences of our actions, be there any at all. This is far more... reaching than I expected it to be. It's not done yet either. Hold on, we're gonna just, again, leaving all of the skeletons at the spawner back there. We ended up doing a whole trial chamber before coming back here, and I was just itching to tell you folks all about what I had discovered, but I think I rightfully decided, you know what, we'll wait, because this is gonna be a bit of a big deal. Because I've been talking about finding a skeleton spawner since we found the zombie one, basically. Because I want to be able to grind away at the skeleton. That sounds really odd when you say it like that, but you know darn well what I mean, and I don't need to clarify myself. I want to get skeleton drops, and I guess I'll go ahead and turn back off the shaders. But just so you know, I would like to leave them on permanently. Goodbye, fun. Goodbye, beauty. Hello, Minecraft. In any case, performance is always awful right after you turn the shaders off. It'll go back up here in a minute, but it's always bad initially. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're going to say that's a dead end. It's not, clearly. You know, but we're going to say that it is. I want to get these caves thoroughly explored before... Oh! See, the cave generation in Minecraft is so... Oh my gosh. Are these... we have not done a full circle. We've not come back around. But surely there's not just another spawner. That would be ridiculous. Holy... Are these guys coming from the main spawner? Did they wander down here? Are these just, like, happenstance skeletons? It would be crazy if there was 2 spawners right next to each other. But also, I'm positive that if there was, we could find some kind of a way to link them together and have all the skeletons drop into a single space. And that would be incredible. But it does look like... I'm actually a little turned around now, and it looks like they just kind of naturally spawn down here. Okay, well, fortunately, this is the end of that. We're going to have to double back for those diamonds. I've not forgotten about the diamonds, my friends. Never accuse me of forgetting about diamonds. I'm just not too pressed because we have so many diamonds. There was some redstone back there, too, that we didn't get. We're going to go ahead and get this redstone. Redstone's important. You really need it for making your potions better. Kind of the main thing you use it for, isn't it? For being honest. The main use for redstone these days. Unless you're going ham and building all kinds of crazy things, which you might be. Like, I don't pretend to know what you do in your world. Look at that. We got a couple of them there, a couple of them there. That's a beautiful sight to behold. 7 of them, actually. It's a bit of I'm digging out around them just to make sure we don't have any sort of a... Like, I still have the nether point of view, the nether mindset of, like, okay, make sure... Oh! Diamonds are so much more frequent. Like, this is almost not exciting. But we do need a lot of diamonds, because we want to create a new set of nether gear out of first diamonds, then netherite. So, this is a great find. We've got over half a stack now, and making... I mean, back home, we've got even more than that, so... But the new Minecraft... cave gen is nuts. And when I say new, look, I know that new for me is different for all of you. In the same way that I know now that when I refer to a nether update, I'm referring to something different, alright? When I say nether update, there's a few different ways that you folks take it, right? The youngs among you are like, oh yeah, the nether update, where they added piglins and different biomes. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? And then some of you, when I say nether update, you're thinking, oh yeah, right at the end of beta, where they added the nether fortresses, and like the wither skeletons. Or no, that was after. Yeah, no, that was main game. That wasn't beta. I'm pretty sure. That was like 1.2 or 1. It was early, but it wasn't beta days. But no, I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about the update where the Nether was added to the game. When I say the Nether update, all right. The first time I ever saw Minecraft was when Nanners was talking about the Nether update, and he built a portal to the Nether, and I was like, "What do you mean you built it?" I was so confused. I was so baffled. I'm pretty sure that was in beta. I think I oftentimes tell people that I played the game in alpha, and it's not that I mean to deceive. I do genuinely, in my brain, I'm like, yeah, I played the game during alpha. But I don't think I did, because I got it right after the Nether update, which I'm pretty sure was in beta. So, but I tell you where I think the confusion comes from, is I went back and I watched all of Nanners and X's adventures in Minecraft right around that time, and they were playing in alpha. And I think that in my brain... I just associated that with me playing the game, and I know that sounds nuts. Like, I don't seek to deceive. That's why I'm trying to clarify the case now, to say that I might have misjudged my own playtime in the game. But I've been there for a long time. You know, don't quote the deep magic at me. I was there when it was written. All right, or at the very least, I was standing nearby watching it happen, if not participating in it myself directly. We're gonna go back to the spawner. Don't worry. I'm just trying to make my way down here. It looks like there's light, and I'm wondering if maybe this connects up to the big chamber where we've already explored. Obviously, we're going to keep moving further back before we move forward. Got to move further back. Where was the light coming from? Did I completely imagine it? No, there's more light up ahead. Or is that just my own torch being bounced around the walls? It seems more and more likely that that's the case. Because there is nothing up here but gold. And to be fair, we don't need gold right now, but also there's no reason not to get it. Because we might need it in the future, and it's better to have it now than have to come back down here and look for it. Right! I think we have now explored every nook and cranny of this strange little cave system. Look at this place. So we are now, at this exact moment, back under Gilliam's Island. What is this under Deadbull Island? Have we ever gone over there? I don't think we have, and I'm not quite sure what to make of that. So we might have to go over there and explore that to actually fully see it. Although saying that, there's all these places around here that, look, there's in the trial chamber, that I've never been to. And yet here they are, fully accessible and all that. Well, fully visible. But caves do tend to fill in more, though, when I actually go and explore them myself. So I don't know if there's anything to that. Cool. Well, fortunately, because I have a memory like a camera, everything is a photograph in my mind, I know exactly how to get out of here. And if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing or where I'm going, sweet heaven above. This is my worst nightmare. Oh my good gosh, there are so many of them. That is kind of exactly what I wanted to have happen. Apparently we have not fully explored this place, and I did not know that, oh my gosh, there's more! I don't have, this is not the right sword for this endeavor. I don't have any of my, my mobile weaponry on me, unfortunately, so I don't have the ability to throw the... It's not the Trinity. What is it? I don't have the trident and I don't have any bows and arrows. So I've got nothing to throw at things. I didn't think that would be engaged in combat with multiple creepers in the caves where I found the skeleton spawner. That didn't occur to me that that could be a thing that could potentially happen. Alright, I just thought we were going to come down here and look at my fun surprise. It's a skeleton spawner, everyone. Apparently there's more to the caves. I've been here before. Why were there so many creepers then? If I've already come through here and put down lights, why were there so many? Where did they come from? Were they hiding? Why were they waiting to ambush me? Why was it so spooky? Clearly they came from back here, right? Except there's also lights back here. Where did they come from? I don't get it. Right, this is what we said was a dead end. Maybe this is where the creepers come from. Maybe this is the creeper cave. We don't know. We're gonna have to clear all this away and find out. Oh, creeper cave. Right here. That could have different connotations, right? If someone in your neighborhood tells you they have a creeper cave, call the police and don't go look. They'll ask you, want to come? Hey, you want to come hang out in my creeper cave? No. No, listen, and you might think this is advice for the youngins. Listen, I don't care how old you are. If anyone asks you that, you say, no, I don't care if you're a 43-year-old grown man. As I know most of my audience is. I see the comments, dads who watch with the family. I know who you are. I see you. Thank you, by the way, for supporting over on patreon.howdyfolks.net or for becoming a channel member. It's appreciated. But don't go to the creeper cave. And if you're thinking about opening a creeper cave yourself, please don't. And if you do it anyway, for the love of all things good and decent, don't invite anyone to it. Anyone. And maybe don't tell people you got it. And then maybe burn it down. I don't know. I'm trying to look after you here. All right, here we go. I was going to say, I think it's time we make our way back to these guys. We gotta use the correct sword here, because that'll make quick work of these fellas. Especially if they all start shooting each other, as they currently are. I love that because they are, even though this is a new spawner, they're self-defeating. I don't have to do anything. I just have to wait. I just have to wait a little bit, and then, like, I'll just finish off whoever's left. Even because it's right underneath our house, we have therefore been technically in this area for a really long time. You know, with that in mind... What was I going to say? Oh, because this is not a new area, it's technically an old area. They're going to spawn like buffed up, right, with extra gear and whatnot, like armor and enchanted weapons, enchanted bows. That's fun. I like that. It's more of a challenge for me. And let's see what our rewards are. Okay. All right. Nothing special. I mean, this would have all been great way back when we first started. You know, epic horse armor and all that. Uh-oh. Well... Is anyone else confused? I felt like I just got shot at, but I don't know by what, or from where. Hello? Okay. No explanations given, that's alright. I think you only need the one torch here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, is I'm gonna turn this into a spawner trap, much like the one we've already got, and... yeah. That's gonna be the next build montage. Roll the montage! finished. I am ready to seal it up and finally test it. So let's make sure that we get all the torches out of here. And, oh, right, I forgot that I was like, man, we're walking really easy on all this water. It's the boots. We got the special magical boots now. There we go. Yep, okay, well, hold on. We're all stuck in the trap together now, so I need to get out first. And then I need to redo the trap. And then the reason there's not a fireplace down there and the reason why it had the polished deep slate slab is because we never used the fire. We never used the campfire in the other one, and I figured, you know what? We could just use a slab on here. It'll accomplish the same thing of keeping them elevated half a block up and therefore unable to see and target me, while also simultaneously continuing to also function as something that things can hop through, because items can, well, I mean, that was a poor demonstration. There we go. Items can hop through, as you can see. That does not belong in there. Hold on, put the all but one of the bones back in there. Goodness, everything's a mess. I want to demonstrate how well this functions. Also, we've got, under the soul fire, we've got soul soil, which I think looks pretty cool. I like the blue flames. You can make a blue flame campfire, and it'll kill the mobs more quickly if you wanted to do that here. But we haven't, I mean, really, since that first time when we first built the zombie mob spawner, we've not used the campfire. I just stand here and kill them myself. So the design is pretty much exactly identical. It's the same thing. I just followed iCraftMC's design again. This time, though, because I kind of remembered how the last one ended up looking, I went ahead and added as much tinted glass as I could. We do have more tinted glass, but not enough to do the whole thing out of tinted glass, so I just did the front of it. For now, and what I'm going to be doing now every time I come down here to use it is just while I wait on mobs to build up, if I'm not, you know, working on a project on my computer or what have you on the laptop, I'll probably be carving away the sides, you know. Basically, this is going to ultimately, this room here, is a, oh shoot, ragamuffin, I need to deal with that immediately. I've done a mistake. I've done a horrific mistake. Hold on. There we go. I can fix this. I gotta fix it fast, though. There we go. Ragamuffin. What a thing to exclaim. I have no explanations for any of you. Oh, I forgot about this wall here. That's right. I unearthed a tiny cave. But there's nothing of interest back there, so don't worry about it. We're just gonna cover it up and pretend it's not there. This thing's still working right? Looks like it. Okay, yeah, looks like I put it back together properly. That's what I'm gonna be doing, though. I'm gonna be peeling away the sides and everything, get this thing fully visible on all corners. Pretty much get it almost exactly the same. Giant room. You know the deal. I mean, I haven't even finished the zombie spawner one. We haven't finished the ceiling. And we're gonna go back to it. Just because we have this now, and I've wanted this for a really long time, and I'm excited to have it, that doesn't mean this is gonna be all that we do here. Let's put that up there. Go ahead and get it repaired. So remember, this does have looting on it, so even if the other sword kills them faster. Looting, too, I mean, I need to check exactly what the zombie rates are. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have so many bones, and we're gonna have so many arrows. Skeleton drops, Minecraft table. I've done a really weird search. Probably could have typed that out better. Let's get to that drop table. Okay, here's what we got right here, baby. All right, bones, arrows, skeleton skull. Oh, okay, well the skeleton skull is only if it's killed by a charged creeper, which is very specific. So all I'm getting out of this... Hold on, wait. A skeleton also drops experience when killed by a player or a tamed wolf. The amount of experience dropped can be as little as 5 or as much as 20. What? Is that the same as... Hold on. Spawned equipment, the skeleton drops a random 1 to 3 experience. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm assuming it's probably the same for the zombies. We've always assumed it's 5 XP for the zombies. Well... If there's no reason to have looting, I mean, I'm assuming it just increases... It does increase the odds. So here you go. With bones, if you have looting 1, you have a chance for it to drop 0 to 2 bones, right? 100% of the time it'll drop 0 to 2 bones with no looting. With looting 1, 0 to 3. Okay, with looting 2, 0 to 4, and with looting 5, 0 to 5. And it's exactly the same for the arrows. So, I mean, even if it does take longer, if what we're looking to get is bones and arrows, and that's what we're looking to get here, then we probably should use, especially because they are, oh, dude, they are dropping with armor. Look at that, and like special bows and whatnot. Also, some of them keep falling into my inventory. We've already almost got half a stack of bones, which is useful. We need bones. Can things spawn down here? This does not put off a lot of light. was kind of wondering. Well, I wasn't wandering. I'm staying in the same place, but I was wondering whether or not. Yeah, the fire's probably going to have to go at some point, because like I said, I'm going to continue to kind of carve away down here, eventually extract this whole thing. I like what I've done with the framing around it. I'm wondering if maybe we should have framing on the other one. Once we get looting, you know, obviously it's going to make infinitely more sense. This guy's armor is nuts, by the way. The amount of hits he took, that's crazy. It's going to make way more sense to use the smite sword once it's got looting on it. I mean, look at that. I mean, even if this guy's fully armored, and hopefully we get another fully armored guy here in a minute, we're over a stack of arrows now. This is so huge. This is, as I've said multiple times throughout this series, my new favorite thing to say. This is an epic, say it with me, comment down below. This is an epic boon, because this is going to help us fighting the dragon. I know I can put infinity on a bow, and that one arrow is going to go a really long ways, and that might be the move. Maybe, you know, if we go buy affinity from Villager, and we can make an infinite number of infinity bows. However, they will eventually break, and so we have that other bow, you know, that's got mending on it, and for that one we want more arrows. I'm undecided at the moment whether or not what we want is a bunch of bows with infinite on them, or one really good bow with just a bunch of arrows. I mean, it's more in terms of storage space, inventory space. Economics of it makes more sense to have just one arrow. Can you use a poison arrow on a dragon? What happens? Comment down below. Let me know. Could be useful. Could be useful information. We're about to be level 30 here, which is pretty exciting. I suppose you could probably, even though you can't put mending on a bow with infinity, which is silly and dumb, and you should be able to do that. And I understand why you can't, because it's overpowered, but gosh darn it, let us have our power fantasies in our video games. I want to believe I'm the kind of guy who can have an arrow, or a bow and arrow with infinite use, okay? Everyone wants that in life. That's all anyone's everybody's working for infinite arrows and a bow that doesn't break. All right, you got to give me these sorts of things. Mo Yang, you got to give me these sorts of things. But I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, even if we can't have mending on there, we can have unbreaking, and presumably the bow would last a while. And if we load it up with other enchants, you know, it's possible that might be the move. But also, it's not like arrows are something we're hurting for. Again, I keep picking these things up in my inventory. We're already at a stack and a half of arrows and bones, baby. Also, does it feel like these are spawning more quickly than the zombies? Is that my imagination? It feels like they're dropping in here way more frequently. I need to stand further away, maybe, so we don't pick up so many of them. You know, the soul fires are nice and pretty and everything, but I do think we probably need more regular torches. Because gosh darn it, I can't see anything with just the soul fire down here. Look how much more you can see. And of course, the easy solution to that is to go into our video settings and just crank brightness up. That's not much better. Yeah, that's only a marginal difference. This is more atmospheric anyway, so I guess we'll keep it like this. Right this way, friends, right this way! Come to your demise, drop your special bows. Those will be my prize. Every so often they do. Every so often they do drop the bows, which is useful. We can go ahead and be using this as an opportunity to get everything recharged, you know what I mean? Like, there we go, and then we'll just swap that one out. Yeah, we're gonna need to eventually turn this entire thing to the tinted glass, because that's such a better experience. Being able to see them and see everything. I mean, eventually the bottom's gonna be the first thing that has to go. It's odd to me that leaked. Oh, no, yeah, no, that makes sense. You know what, we could replace that right there with glass right now, and we'd be able to see them when they start floating down the way. Okay, we're gonna have to be, like, super quick here, so that we don't accidentally have a skeleton drop on us. Oh, see, I got a little nervous there. There we go. Wah! The way that we can one-shot them, though, even this guy with his armor, he's almost dead. If the sword also had flame on it, it would be over. Uh-oh. Yep, there it is. It's bound to happen eventually. Fortunately, he got distracted shooting his own friend. Convenient. That looks pretty good, I think. Oh my goodness, they spawn so quickly. I think they spawn more quickly here than in the zombie one. I don't think I'm crazy on that. So I wanted to, before I break this chest, because I gotta break this chest, because I placed down a second one, and now they're not synced up properly. I wanted to see where we were sitting. We're sitting at almost 3 stacks of arrows and 3.5 stacks of bones. Yeah, this is all working out extremely well, exactly the way I want it to. And then also that I shouldn't have shift-clicked. That was my mistake. I'm so used to shift-clicking. Put all that back in there. Leave it all in there for now. They're much more chill as well. They don't make a horrible racket. They're not... They just slowly, you know, fade in, looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. Why is it so dark here? We shouldn't be. We've been summoned from another realm of existence via the spawner because a threat was detected near it. I can't really... It's so dark in here. It's so dark. Where is the bad guy, they're saying? I'm the bad guy. I'm the villain. And they're like, ooh, there's a breeze around my toes. Something's going on down there. How can they feel the breeze? They've got no nerves. And then the final thing that they know, the final thing they see is just a flash of light. Ow, my feet! And then second death. And it's beautiful. That's concerning. They just pop out on the ground there. Let's take the spoils. Let's take the first fruits back up with us. We're gonna leave all of these stones and building materials down here. I'll leave the rest of the soul soil too, and these tint glasses because I might need them in the future. Okay, real quick before we go, we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Yeah, that's lovely. All right, back up to the surface. Some of you may be wondering, Reese, why do you need all these bones? It's a great question. I mean, aside from the obvious that, you know, arrows are also nice to have, the reason we need bones is bone meal. And you might be thinking, but why? You're not farming. You don't need bone meal. First off, I mean, just look at bones, okay? Really, bone meal is all you... Okay, but look at bone meal. We can make white dye. We can make bone blocks. I'm not finished yet, though. Because there's more, folks. There's more. There's so much more. You're underestimating my powers is what you're doing right now. And you mustn't do that. Do not underestimate my powers, all right? I've got more that we're going to be using this for. You might have seen this in the background of a couple of videos now. But you ever wonder what was going on over here? This is where I make glow lichen. Okay, let me show you how to make it glow lichen boss. You take your bone mill, right? You got your glow lichen on top of the block here. You right click. It extends to another corner. You right click. Another. Right click. Another. Right click. Another. Okay, and now we just gotta go get our shears, which I'm pretty sure I've been leaving the shears outside with the sheep, because that's where I tend to use the shears most often. Right after we do a batch of breeding, which, by the way, how's this going? Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. I come over here, and I clip all of this off. And then once that's done, right, they're ready for breeding. If you think you might have missed one, that's fine. Just put the shears in your offhand. Have the wheat in the other. This will also repair the shears, because you collect XP when you breed. You can see we just chowed through a bunch of wheat. I'm at a point now where I'm not necessarily as obsessed with making sure we get all of them, as long as we get an even amount. Like, yeah, I'm fine with that. That's probably enough. But there we go. That's going to kill the sheep. And because we sheared them all already, no big deal. The kids we just made will grow up, and the next time we come over here to do this, we'll shear them again. It'll be great. But as you can see in here, yeah, it's going swimmingly. Look in here. I took the leather out previously to make a whole bunch of books. And so the chicken's cooking up. We got tons of feathers. We don't need the feathers anymore. The feathers we needed because we wanted to make arrows. But now we just got a farm for arrows. Feathers are still useful. We need to create like a brush. And we need to see whether or not we can put unbreaking and mending on a brush, because those broke so fast, didn't they, Deadpool? You were there, you remember. Anyway, we go down here now to where we farm the lichen, alright, and then you just, with your shears, right? Hold on, take those back out, there we go. With your shears, you just break. And there you go. You got 4 of these now. And then, well, I want more. Well, guess what? Just get more. And now that we have an endless supply of bones, we can just make as many glow lichen as we want, and we can use glow... That's the wrong tool. We can use glow lichen as a light source. Albeit not the best, you know, it's not super bright, but it's not even bright enough to make a noticeable difference here. But it does make a difference. It glows. The next thing we've got to do is build an elevator, because my gosh, this is a pain getting down here. This is the absolute worst. We got to figure out how to do those water elevators, because that's such a long walk down here. And we're not even there yet. And really, when you look at where this place is relative to the island, There's got to be a place on the island. Let me look. We got to go across the bridge of Khazad Doom here, where I just know there's some kind of giant flame Balrog somewhere up there waiting to descend on me. There will be a creeper that jumps on that bridge at some point. It's going to happen. Right behind me, and all I hear is, "That's a very nice everything you have there." Boom. And that'll be the end of it. See, it's dark down here. Okay, you know what? The glow lichen is really not, like, making a good impression right now. There you go. See, now you can tell that it's glowing. It doesn't glow a lot. I'll give you that. Like, if we extinguish all the fires, and then, you know, you see this wall. This wall's glowing a little bit. Take all that glow lichen down. There you go. See, it's dark down here now. It's dark down here. Look. Things will spawn right there. Put down some glow lichen. Things aren't going to spawn there anymore. I don't know. I haven't really found a practical use to have all this glow lichen, but I like the idea of having it, you know, and finding a use for it eventually. In the meantime, there's plenty of other reasons to have bones, to grow crops quickly, and again, arrows. The whole arrow situation is also one of the key benefits for what we're doing here. So, look at them. It's like a little army of them marching over here. Not an army, though, but sheep fat for the slaughter. Except not sheep. They're skeletons. And they're not fat. They have no fat or muscle or any tissue whatsoever. They're just bones. They're not even skin and bones. They're just bones. Kind of shocking how just bones they are. Normally you'll find like a bit of hair or something left. It's like they've been bleached white as well. There's just... It's questionable. The lore needs to explain this, because I don't know if I quite understand it. Well, I think now is the time for me to go and say thank you folks for watching. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you tomorrow, where we're going to continue preparation to fight a dragon. Bye!